Hey guys, it's Handy Jeff, and does your sink do this when you open it? Well, as you can see, this sink is not draining. And you know what? We can't have that. If we wait long enough, it'll start to gurgle. But I'll show you why this gurgles. Let me grab a flashlight. And if you look right here, you can clearly see, oh hey, we have a leak too. That's great. You hear that? It's gasping for air. So basically what's happening is there's no vent on our pipe. And in order to fix that, we have to add an air inlet. So the reason why this is important, so basically right now, the piping down here, it's like if you take a straw. Now I don't have a straw, but I do have a supply line. And you fill it up with water and you bring your finger back. And if you take your finger off the top of the straw, water comes out. That's because all plumbing needs to be vented. So we're gonna fix that because if your sink's doing that, it's not good. So this particular apparatus without a vent is called an S-trap. And we need to replace it with a P-trap, and we need to put a vent in. So essentially what we're going to do is put an air inlet valve up here, have a regular T that it goes into, and a P-trap that goes down, and then it will drain much better and much quicker, and it will be code legal. So if your sink's gurgling, okay, we get it. Anyway, what we need to be able to fix this, the most important thing is this Oatey Air vent. What this is going to allow air in, but it doesn't allow sewer gas out. And if you need one, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Then we've got a coupling that's a 2-inch. We've got a P-trap. We've got a trap adapter. Our T, essentially, this is going to go on like this. We're also going to need maybe, perhaps, a little bit of 1.5-inch pipe. I don't know. That's also what this Street 45's for, because whoever put this in, that is far from straight. So I might need to correct that a little bit. But we're also going to need, in there, you can see, we have some 2-inch pipe. And then, for tools, all you're really going to need is a Sawzall, a level, a tape measure, and some glue and cleaner. Also, I forgot to mention I have a couple tail pieces, an extension, and so I've got options. These are just leftover parts, but you'll see exactly what I end up using later in the video. All right, so let's get rid of this S-trap because, well, S-traps are for dweebs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unscrew this top portion right here. Then all we have to do is come over to our S-trap here and unscrew this piece right here. Now this is ready to be pulled out. Keep in mind that there is water in this. So just keep that in mind as you pull this out. So this pipe clearly needs some help. I might be able to save it. All right, well, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna just cut this coupling off because we no longer need it. Perfect. Now we can glue our own coupling on here and hopefully cheat this pipe over a little bit so it's not so ridiculously off. Check out how bad the level is on this. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty bad. All right, what we have here is a coupling, and we're just going to go ahead and glue this stuff in. So we've got some clear primer. Whoever was here before used purple. In my area, you do not use purple. It's kind of funny. And we're going to come in here. Whew, dropping stuff. Go ahead and use way too much glue. That's fine. It'll at least hold that way. Go ahead and make sure when you put it on, you twist a 1/4 turn to get rid of any air bubbles. Now we wait for this to set up. The next thing we're going to do is set the height of our drain. And in order to do that, we're just going to take a little eyeball here. So I'm trying to clear this drain, or clear this bottom of the sink up a little bit. So really, all I need is to raise this up. Looks like, oh, about 7 inches, 7.5. So I'm gonna go cut 7.5, and that'll bring the height of our drain to approximately right here. And then hopefully that'll allow us to reach our P-trap over fairly easy. So like I said, 7.5, we're just gonna take a rough estimate. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. I'm gonna come in here and go ahead and saw this off. Always deburr your pipes afterwards. Now before we glue anything, I'm gonna just do a quick little test fit here. We've got our T. We're gonna put that in there. Yeah, it's at an angle. Will it drain? Sure will. And then we've got, oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty of space. All right, we have our tailpiece here. So what we're gonna do is make sure that there's a gasket in there. Then we're gonna come in and just screw our tailpiece onto the bottom of our sink. Now, basically what we're doing is just a little test fit to make sure that we can finagle our P-trap in here some way or another. So the best way to do that will probably be, hey, set it about like that. It's a pretty little P-trap, I think. So we're gonna glue our trap adapter in there and essentially just set this bad boy up. The good part about this is you can't really mess it up. So we've got our trap adapter right here. Throw our primer into our hole, which this is 1.5 inches by 2-inch T. You're always gonna want our little elbow going down. Drain needs to go down. You don't want to put it on upside down like that. And then we'll bring out our glue. And you always do the fitting first, followed by the piece that you are inserting. Push it in and give it a little twist just to get those air bubbles out. Then we wait a couple minutes. And this is our piece that we had cut earlier. So I can go ahead and actually glue these two together right here. All right, now, before we glue this into where it needs to be, we're gonna go get our pieces to make sure the trap's gonna fit. Essentially what I am doing here is I'm going to set this P-trap up as if it was ready to be connected, just to make sure that, hey, this will work. I might end up needing to, cut a piece off. You never know. But in reality, it looks like if we were to go about like that, that P-trap would work. So we have to glue this joint down here because that's the only one that hasn't been glued yet. I'm not a big fan of these nuts that have the washer inside of them, but hey, this is one of those, we're going to use what we can. So I'm just going to set this up so that it's ready to go, because I am going to use this P-trap to guide where this needs to go. So we're going to pull this off, primer in there, then we're going to put a lot of glue because we're going to want enough time to be able to move this thing around a little bit if we need to. And essentially we're going to throw this bad boy in there, take this, jam it in there the way it needs to be, and find the spot that it will screw on naturally. And hey, personally, I like this. So I'm tightening my P-trap up here. Just finger tight. These don't normally need to be wrenched down on too hard, so just gonna go ahead and do that. Now we have to put our air inlet valve on top of this bad boy right here. All right, it is important to remove the wrapper of our air inlet valve, and then we screw it into its fitting here, just like that. Now we are going to want to pipe dope this eventually, but for right now this will be fine. So really what we're doing here is we're just going to want to see about how far we need to go. We also want to leave it enough space that we can replace this if we ever need to. So looks like bring our tape in, and if we do a 4, it's going to be too big. We do a 2. That'll get us right here. That'll leave us enough room to be able to replace the inlet valve. So we're going to get 2 inches of PVC here. And once again, this isn't rocket surgery. If it's a little long, it's a little long. That's okay. Glue our piece together here. So once again, bring the primer out. Primer it, primer the pipe. Throw a little glue in it. And put the 2 together. I already know there's going to be somebody on the internet yelling at me for using a T right here. Well, you know what? This had a drain coming straight through. That's why I'm using it. So now we just got to glue this bad boy in there. Glue. Make sure it doesn't push back out. Now we've got the air inlet piece, and I've got a brand new thing of Pro Dope, pipe dope. You can also use just regular Teflon tape on this. But basically we want to be able to create a seal that sewer gas will not be able to get out of. So for that, I'm just going to use some good old pipe dope. Oh my gosh, you almost forget how thick this stuff is on a brand new can because I've had the other one for over a year. So yeah, I painted a ton on there. That's because I don't want to have to come back. And then we're just going to go ahead and screw that bad boy down on here. It's tight. Let's make sure all of our connections on our P-trap are tight. Let's go test this bad boy out. All right, just for funsies, we're gonna block this bad boy off. I'm gonna fill this thing as full as it'll go, and we'll see how fast it'll drain. All right, I would say that that's probably pretty good. Let's see how fast this bad boy drains. As you can hear, it is coming through that very quickly. We're gonna come down here. Let's see if we've got any drips, and we do. Let's tighten that bad boy up here. Well, probably should have checked for leaks. That leaked, so I threw a little pipe dope on it. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled draining. Well, you wouldn't have gotten that out of the old pipe, that's for sure. That, honestly, is pretty amazing. And if we go down and check to see, hey, we've got stuff that's actually draining. I would say this is a huge win. So, hey guys, if you learned something today, then hit that like button because that tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, you did pretty good on this video. Let's show it to more people. And consider subscribing. Next on the agenda is this faucet is getting changed out for the most popular faucet on all of Amazon, which is right here. So if you want to see that video, it is right here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in another video.